Data is back at it, here to give my final Game of Thrones Season 4 episode review video. Before I get to that, though, pretty important, if you aren't caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Game of Thrones, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which, of course, I'll say, as well as put in the description for you if that happens to be the case and you're not caught up. It would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further just to stay away from any potential spoilers. This will be Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode number 10, the Season 4 finale. The title of this episode is called The Children. This is going to be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Jon meets with Mance Rayder and tells him that he plans to parlay, but Mance Rayder quickly realizes that Jon does intend to kill them. And then they are interrupted by a massive cavalry charge led by Stannis and Davos that actually overruns the wildling encampment. Now, Mance surrenders and is taken captive on Jon's suggestion because Stannis had asked him and he had mentioned that he's Ned Stark's bastard son. So a massive cremation is held for the slain brothers of the Night's Watch for Gren and Pip, and Melisandre looks intriguingly at Jon over the flames. And then at Tormund's, at the captured Tormund's request of sorts, Jon does have a private cremation for Ygritte north of the wall where she belongs. Very sad and touching moment. I really liked them as a thing. I know it didn't last long, but it was still good for Jon Snow, in my opinion, his best relationship on Game of Thrones. Bran's group reaches the Heart Tree. They are attacked by whites. Jojen is killed, but Hodor, Mira, and Bran are saved by the child of the forest, or the children of the forest. And then the child, at this point it's just one child, leads them to meet an old man, the three-eyed raven, who tells Bran that while he will never be able to walk again, he will fly, and he had been waiting for Bran for quite a long time. Daenerys receives a supplicant who wishes to be sold back into slavery because his life as a slave was safer than as a freed man. She allows him to have a temporary contract of service with his former master, and the next person is grieving father who's carrying the charred bones of his 3-year-old daughter who was killed by Drogon. Now, Drogon has not returned, but Daenerys, guilt-ridden, chains the other dragons in the sewers as a precaution. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Gregor Clegane lies dying from Oberyn Martell's poisoned spear, but Qyburn says that he can save him, and Cersei outs Pycelle from his laboratory and gives care of the Gregor Clegane over to Qyburn. And also at the beginning of the episode, Cersei had rebuffed Tywin's insistence to marry Loras Tyrell and confirms her incest to Tywin that she had with Jaime to him. And then she goes and screws Jaime, which I guess that was kind of fitting. And then in the dungeons, Tyrion awaits his execution, but Jaime helps him escape. Tyrion, before escaping, sneaks into the Tower of the Hand. He strangles Shae after finding her in Tywin's bed, and then confronts his father, Tywin, as he sits on the privy, and kills him with a crossbow when he repeatedly dismisses his son's feelings. Now, Tyrion then escapes on a ship bound for Essos with the help of Lord Varys, who boards him after Tywin's death is discovered. Now, Brienne and Podrick, they meet up with the Hound and Arya. Brienne recognizes Arya and explains her oath to Catelyn, but Arya rebuffs her, and the Hound is convinced, or unconvinced, I should say, of her loyalties. Now, Brienne and the Hound duel, eventually resulting in a brutal fistfight with Brienne knocking the Hound off a cliff and unsuccessfully searching for Arya. After they leave, the fatally wounded Hound pleads with Arya to kill him, considering that the Hound was on her list and she'd repeat the names every night before she went to bed. But she leaves, well, she takes his money or his coins and then leaves and boards a ship to Braavos after showing the captain the coin that Jaqen H'ghar had gave her and says Vada Morghulis. And that is how the episode and that is how season 4 ends. So, pretty good stuff all around. Not as good as the last episode, because the last episode just was, a story that had lasted a while in one episode just got crazy. Where this had some things that had been going on for a while, but I felt it wasn't... Well, actually, you know what? It was as good. I just like the other stuff with the wildlings and then, the people at Castle Black and all that a little bit better. So, all in all, though, pretty awesome episode. As far as a score of the episode, I'm going to give it a 9.3 out of 10. I don't think it was good as the last 2 episodes, but I think it was definitely a good 3-episode stretch on Game of Thrones. And early on, the character of the episode would have been Cersei, because she told Tywin off. She said she was good. Her babies were made of incest, essentially, and then she went and screwed Jaime. But, of course, the end of the episode, or almost the end of the episode, Tyrion kills Shae and then kills Tywin. So the character of the episode is going to be Tyrion. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it's your turn. Well, first of all, if you're a fan of this channel and you watch this whole video and you like Game of Thrones, please do your due diligence and smash that like button. If you know anybody that would be interested in this review, go ahead and share the video with them. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about your thoughts. What would you score this episode? What would be your favorite moment of the episode? And who would be your character or standout character of the episode? And then, of course, last but certainly not least, I definitely want to grow this channel. So please don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.